Can you have a decent sounding Pultec-style EQ for free? Well, maybe. Let's see. Hi plugin generation, this is Mirko Russo from klanglab.com. Usually when I need a Pultec EQ plugin, I have my go-to option, which is a no-brainer for me, and that is the Universal Audio EQP-1A. But I'm always in search for some cheap or even free alternatives to have some options during my mixing sessions or to share them with you in my videos. And this time I have found this Pultec-style EQ plugin, which is the Kiive Audio Warmy EP1A Tube EQ. To be honest, it surprises me and it presents also some particular features. It extends the possibilities in the low frequency sections with 3 more frequency options, 200, 400 and 800 Hz. Also in the high frequency section you have 3K and 4K as the frequency cut. These two features remind me of the Warm Audio EQP-WA, and actually in the Kiive Audio website they are a little bit vague, but they state that it is based off of a modern take on the classic Pultec EQs. So we can also infer that it is at least inspired by the Warm Audio. Anyway, there are even more controls making it very flexible. We have input-output controls, oversampling, and the mix knob, which allows you to control the tube saturation of this kind of EQ. In fact, the Pultec-style EQ are really sought after for their saturation, and in this case you can even control the amount of that tube saturation, so this is really great. Let's try it on a bass track. So this is the track without the Warmy, and there is just a little bit of compression. Okay, now let's engage the Warmy. Okay, let's try with no EQ and only saturation with the mix knob. Okay, only with the saturation it is really subtle. Maybe if we add EQ and then also the saturation, we could hear maybe more of its action. In fact, now I need to lower the saturation. Now let's try this. The boost and the cut are about at the same level, so we can hear the action and the character of this Pultec EQ without any really apparent boost or cut, at least in theory. So let's hear without and with this setting. And with. Okay, to me, this is actually what a Pultec does. Add a little bit of cushion, of soft character to the lows. And this setting, actually, I don't use it very much, very often, but this setting with boost and cut at the same time adds actually a really pleasant tone to this bass. And it reminds me very much of the Universal Audio Pultec, actually. It does a really great job here. Now let's try the frequencies that are not actually available in the Universal Audio plugin and in any traditional Pultec. So let's try 800 Hz. Let's try to add some 3K. And I am cutting a little bit at 10K. Let's listen without and with. And with. Let's try to understand the impact of this plugin in the context of the mix. So same setting in the bass track, without and with, listening to the entire mix. Thank you for watching. This is all for today's video. I hope it was useful and that you have found out about a plugin you didn't know anything about. Please check the info box for some links to my releases and to my Patreon page and so on. Leave a bunch of comments to share your opinion about this plugin and this review. and also subscribe to the channel to watch more similar videos in the future. See you next time!